Um, okay, so in this episode I'm going to talk about I guess red dot RDS sights, or RDS's red dot sights for the defensive pistol. And this is going to be more on budget ones, and when I say budget, it's going to be $300 or less, which is still not the cheapest thing around though, but some things to consider. And is the standard, which is like the Trijicon RMR, is about $400, $500. So the focus on this one is going to be the one's kind of an outlier that a lot of people don't consider as a defensive handgun, a red dot sight, is the Trijicon, the dual illuminated one, which is fiber optic and tritium. You can get used ones, sorry, mosquitoes are out here. You can get used ones for 250 bucks. The one that's on this pistol here, which is my first red dot, I don't even want to say red dot because it's an amber triangle, but it's the first optics ready pistol I've ever had, was this one, and I got it on Amazon for like 250 bucks. And I got a second one used for 250 bucks, so you can find them. And then the other one, which is gaining popularity, is the Holosuns. This one I just got for $230, so it's a pretty interesting thing though. But the main factor is speed. I can shoot better with it. Aging eyes, my eyes, obviously you can see I wear the specs. I used to wear contacts. When I was in the military, I wore contacts all the time. I did wear glasses at times too, but when I can get away with it and sneak away with it, I'd have contacts in. I could just shoot much better with them. Then as I got older, glasses are just easier, but I've noticed it's harder to shoot half the time. And I've noticed with these red dot sights, it's much easier for me to shoot. And then I guess the durability of them. This Trijicon one, I just load it in there. I don't worry about it. This Holosun, I guess you just leave it on, and the battery's good for like a year now. So I mean, that's another game changer right there. What do you think about these? Because I mean, they are an expensive thing, and you got to remember, you got to have handguns that are designed for it. So we'll go over that next. Okay, probably got a lot of. It took me a little while to get this camera adjusted. Hopefully, you guys can hear me okay, and we can talk a little bit about these. First handgun that I did get that was red dot compatible was I got a Glock 19 MOS. It was the first one that I ever did get, and it has a section you can remove, 2 on-head bolts, and then they give you some adapter plates, and you can fit different ones on there. But I did go with this Trijicon RMR dual illuminated, just because of the robustness of it and the fact that it doesn't need any batteries. The RMR LED battery operated ones, to change the battery, you actually got to physically take it off and the battery's underneath, put it back on, more than likely re-zero it. This thing has tritium and fiber optic. The negatives of it, certain times of the day, if there's like you're in a bright area and this is lit up, but then the lighting changes, sometimes you lose a little bit of that, and the triangle in there, the amber triangle that I have, can get washed out. And then also if you use, which is on here, the weapon light, there's times when you can turn the light on and you don't see the dot as much. To offset that, mine has the suppressor height sights, and they're tritium, so they glow, and they're also co-witnessed with the amber triangle, so it's kind of a good redundant system for me, and it works good. It's the new gun I got. I like Glocks. I carry years pistols with safeties, manual thumb safety, so I still like a manual thumb safety. You know, yeah, I'm old school, FUD, whatever. So, but I did get I like the Glock 19. Don't get me wrong, I like it. It's a good gun. It's just sometimes depending on what I'm doing, I want a manual safety. So I got an M&P, their 2.0 compact, which is dimensionally the same size as the Glock. So, still waiting on my light. This one's going to have, that's a old school TLR1 Surefire. This one's going to get a TLR 7A with the switches in the back. But this one has thumb safety. As you can see, empty. But this has the Holosun. And this one is the HS507C X2 with the ACSS reticle. That reticle has a triangle that you could use for ranging. Like, you can zero the tip of it at one distance, and then you know to use the bottom of the triangle for, you know, different range. And then also it has a circle around the triangle that when it's out at arm's length, you do not see the circle. But like if I'm at a weird angle like this, you'll see the edges of the circle, and it'll actually help you get back on target. So it's kind of a neat thing. And then it's hard to see, but on the top here, it actually has a solar panel. And then the side, there is a screw, and you can pull it out, and there's your battery. So you don't have, like, just like the RMRs that are battery operated, they have to take the whole thing off. This one you do not, and you don't have to re-zero it. And this one, this M&P I got really cheap. It was like 300 bucks because it has the original hinge trigger. M&P just updated their pistol line, and they've updated the triggers. So this one was really cheap because of that. But it's actually got the tall suppressor style sights on it, non-tritium. But I mean, this one, it adjusts brightness. It's bright. I mean, it is, in a way, there's pros and cons, but it is nicer than the Trijicon dual illuminated one for certain things. The negatives, eventually, maybe once a year, I will have to change the battery, and it's made in China. Trijicon made in America. So, and Trijicon is combat proven. Holosun, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. But a lot of people are using the Holosuns now, so I don't have the money to drop test these, so you're not going to see me do that. Yeah, so that's another option. I will maybe show, there's a Bushnell, as a really budget, has a red dot sight that's got a metal housing and everything. It's actually pretty nice. That I've actually got one of those for a 22 pistol, and it works pretty good. And it actually has night vision settings. And this Holosun and the Trijicon RMR all work really good for passive aiming with night vision. I do night shoots with them, and it's actually both pretty good. So that's another option. When you go to the non-budget, you know, like $100 whatever ones, they may not have night vision compatibility. I did buy like a generic RMR on eBay. It was like 30 bucks, and it had night vision capable, but it, you know, for 22 it was okay, but then shoot it with the center fire, it starts falling apart. So I'm cheap. I sometimes wish there was cheaper options available, but not so much. One thing I did notice with the dual illuminated RMRs, I'll do some reticle shots afterwards. This is the amber triangle. I've got the green dot ones also. The green dot ones by far are better. They're brighter, easier to see, and they don't wash out as much. That's why I've got a little charger, my little handy little ATV gun. It's got a green dot dual illuminated one on there, so it works good. And for passive night vision use, it works great. For daytime use, I mean, just it glows. It's just so much easier to see than the amber triangle. I don't know why. For me, I mean, it's just, and I've got 2 amber triangles and 2 green dots, and it's the same with both of them, and they were bought you know, years apart, and it's the same thing. All of them I paid, you know, I got them used. 2 of them I got used, 2 of them I got new on like mega clearance deals, but they're, yeah, it's the green triangle. If you can find one and it's the green triangle, I mean the green dot, I would get one of those over the amber triangle. It's it's noticeably better. So, okay, we're gonna start off with the Holosun, the HS507C with that ACSS reticle. I'm gonna pull it up. This is close range. You can see the circle. I mean, it's very noticeable. And the further out you go, I mean, I can't get the full distance with the camera, but I mean, you can get an idea. I mean, so when you're off target, you know it. I mean, it gets you back on target really good. And that's nice and bright. So I mean, it's pretty neat. Now we're gonna do the Trijicon RMR dual illuminated. Oops, son of a gun. Oh yeah, you can see it now. And I'm aiming into the wood pile. Not bad. I mean, yeah, so I move it around. I mean, you can still see it. Now we're gonna do the green triangle. I mean, it's brighter. It's easier to see, I think. Okay. The budget one is a Bushnell RXS-250 Reflex. I got it on a 22, but I mean, you can see that. And this one's, I've actually got it turned up probably too bright. But I mean, this thing is like night vision compatible. I mean, it's built like an RMR. I mean, it's pretty decent. Yeah, so that's not too bad. This one I'm gonna go a little gangster style, try to see if I can get, okay. Okay, sorry about that, I'm too shaky. Right now, I'm testing the Bushnell on a Ruger 22 pistol. The Bushnell is one of the budget optics. I don't know if you can tell, it's raining. It's probably gonna dump on me in a second, but pretty much every time I go shooting, it's pouring. But I sighted this in. Hopefully, I'll be hitting some target. I mean, target's not range. We'll try it out. The dot's too bright, which there we go. You're gonna have to, the dual illuminated RMRs, they kind of adjust the brightness automatically. The Holosun does too. This one you manually adjust it. The middle setting's about the best. That's what it's on right now. I can see pretty good. So hit most of my targets, which not too bad. Okay, just a quick closing. They're a little bit expensive, but I mean, if you're going to get into the red dot game, try to find somebody that has one you can just take a look at and try them out. Maybe go to the stores, try them out. You know, you kind of do get what you pay for with them, but you can find some good deals if you shop around. If you don't need the, like I said, the dual illuminated ones, I don't want to buy any more. Thank goodness the economy sucks and everything, and I can't spend the money because I keep finding them for like around 250 bucks. And it's like, oh, it's such a good price. And they're such a good optic. They work, like I said, they work great for passive night vision. And also, they're good in the daytime. Defensive carry, you got that limitations with the washing out. If you co-witness with some tritium night sights, I wouldn't worry about it. Then, but I mean, if you're not going to do that, then I'd spend a little bit more and get something like the Holosun, which that thing's, I mean, it's just bright and great. Even that Bushnell, like I was just using it now, it's same thing. It's supposed to have like a really long battery life. Like you could just leave it on for a year. And it's and the battery compartment on that one is in the top. It just drops in. So yeah. So hopefully this was helpful. It's just not a very good review, but hopefully it helps a little bit seeing the actual reticles a little bit. And like I said, it's still raining, of course, but mosquitoes have found me too. I've just given up, kind of like the economy right now. I just eat me alive, you know. It's kind of the yeah. I don't want to get into that though, but yeah, hopefully this was helpful. Like I said, till next time, and like I said, if you enjoyed these videos, please subscribe. Thanks.
Oh Christ, it's raining.